All right, let's see. I think we're live. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and find the YouTube link here to the live stream so I can post it in my Discord channel. All right, got it. We were just updating the picker wheels, so we've got all those things up, right? Hop over to streams. All right, live stream. Boom. All right, we got that in there. Nice. All right, next we got to claim our free rewards from Hero Wars. Be a bummer not to. There we go. All right. Hey, Gary H. Hello to you. Nice to have you here on this Sunday, for me at least. Hello, Jay. Yes, hey Wally, nice having you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. It is Sunday. You know what that means. It's a shorter stream, but we still have plenty of winners to go through for sure. Gujo, hello to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Morning to you, Mr. Big, as well as everyone else. Absolutely. John Jensen, good morning. Thank you for joining the live stream. So, I mean, we're just going to start by kind of doing some of our tasks. I mean, I haven't really been going nuts in Hero Wars, if I'm being honest, and I probably might play a touch of Web just to see where we're at there. I haven't played in a minute. Web has just been falling behind for me a little bit, but that's okay. We got Nebula here. We are working on a little bit, right? And obviously with the new Chorus Heroes, or Chorus Pet, right? Heroes that are going to be important for us to look at are going to include, obviously, it's going to be a problem for most players who are looking to use control heroes, but it's going to be good for those of us who are looking at specific heroes. And so I'm going to be talking about those non-main magic attackers that we were looking at before. But I think some of the key heroes, because of course, are now going to be Sebastian again, right? And his ability to nullify, in addition to someone like Nebula, who has some protection ability. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in depth in a second here. I'm going to claim some more stuff. But yeah, so that is kind of what is on the agenda as of right this second. Hey, good morning, Sue Wong. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We've got Francis Zegan as well. Hello, everyone. Yes, hello to you as well. All right, so special events. We've got 200 energy. Got to claim it if we got it. Obviously, I'm 4 days off from collecting, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4. So unfortunately, won't be able to get that VIP 10, which is unfortunate. But the good news is it doesn't hurt me that bad because Amira is the only hero I don't have absolute. Yeah, so we will see. I'm also, that's the last skin I need, that Satori skin. So maybe we can get that potentially today. We'll take a look at what we have skinstone wise. Let's take a look. Let me just scroll to my coins. So we've got 1,500 of these guys. We're going to look to see if we can, we're going to open all of these. We're going to use them for intelligence skins. That's what Satori uses. And I think if we go about, let's go to 50. Okay, 51's close enough. We'll see if that gets us pretty close. Maybe not. I'm not really sure. I need 5,000. We're pretty far off. So 33,500 is what we're at. I still have all my Summer Festival coins. I know I mentioned this briefly before, but you can use them whenever. So simply by clicking on them, you can hop back. You can even potentially save them for next Summerfest. That currently is kind of what I'm leaning towards, because why not? So anyway, with that side note there, we got 300 energy we're going to use to try to promote our Nebula a little bit further. We're probably going to get like 20, maybe 10 of these good guys. All right, so 17, I think-ish, right? 140. So we are 60 off from completing that, which is kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, with this new Chorus Pet, I think it's going to be... So we obviously know it's very good for magic attackers, right? So specifically ODH combo and the twins, right? That's just, I want to say, like, really apparent. I mean, you're going to want to give it to someone like Lars, probably, right? We're talking about Chorus's patronage. The main reason you'd want to give it to Lars is because he's the most important hero in the twins combination for protection purposes. Krista has a little bit of protection already, but being able to further protect Krista and maybe even like a Dorian behind Lars will make for a very, very tough shell, right? So, and the reason I'm kind of going into that, and we'll obviously it'll make more sense once Chorus comes out, but Chorus protects the damage dealer in front, magic attacker in front, and magic attacker behind the hero who is patronaged on with Chorus. So what I'm looking at is something like this. So I know, let me find Lars. So you could go something like, where's Aurora? Aurora. And now basically you're subbing out Celeste for Dorian, which, you know, some people like, some people won't, but I think this could be an interesting combination to consider, right? So we're axing Celeste in this lineup to give Dorian, so we have more protection for a hero behind Lars, because Lars is the hero you're going to be wanting to give Chorus to basically say, don't mess with my Lars. I want Lars taking everyone out. He's going to be the main damage dealer. So that's one possible combination we could look at, and we'll get into more combinations once Chorus does come out, but I want to kind of preview this. So there's that. Hey, Hero Wars Battleground. Nice to have you here. I believe that, yeah, nice to have you here, man. Bill, how can we counter the twins now, Jay? Any ideas? Absolutely, we've got some ideas, which we'll talk about here shortly, but Dragon Pros also says, that's why I said I'll have to go to Orion Heavy. Guess it's time to build up Helios. Yeah, I mean, I would say Helios building up is not the worst thing ever, especially with how many Yasmins you see on servers already. Francis says, does the Violet ability only protect an intelligence hero in front and an intelligence hero in back? Lars is pretty far back. Yes, and that's a key thing that I'm bringing up here, Francis. So when you have someone like Lars who stands so far back in the line, you want a hero behind him who does healing. Now, one, I don't want to say obvious option is Martha, but I personally don't prefer Martha over Dorian because Dorian has the ability to simply heal with his Vampirism. So I would like Dorian further back behind to protect, Lars obviously gets a lot of health boosts from that and benefits from it. Then you have the added protection that Chorus will provide, and Krista will be most likely the other hero to receive some of that healing. So I think this is a really good line to potentially use if you're looking at Chorus and potentially thinking patronage with Lars. The other line, and we will talk about countering the twins shortly, but before that, let's talk about the ODH combo as well. So the ODH combo, right? Oh, where is Dorian? ODH. So this is an interesting one because I almost feel like I love this, right? But the protection doesn't go all the way back to Helios. So I'm going to put in Astaroth here, for example, and maybe we have, I don't know, someone like, we could have Jorgen, I guess, or someone else. That's pretty flexible. But if you have Chorus here attached with Orion, most likely Dorian and Jorgen get protected, which is good and bad, right? It's good from the standpoint of your team's pretty well isolated with Astaroth. You're still going to be a little bit susceptible to Isaac until Chorus and your Orion take out Isaac. But I would say all in all, it's not the worst combination. So, I mean, you could even go Sebastian here if you're really worried about early in the matchup getting overwhelmed. But I feel like this really opens the door for a lot of possibilities for ODH users or people who were planning on using ODH and maybe abandon it, like Dragon Paralyzer here. I think it's not the worst thing to pick it back up 100%. Yes, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, it is much appreciated. Thank you very much for pointing that out, guys. Jimmy, love having you here. Thank you so much. Hello, Tanya. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Francis says, does the Violet ability only protect an intelligence hero in front and an intelligence hero in back? Lars is pretty far back. Yeah, so as far as I know, that is how that one works. And yeah, that is why you would want some magic attacker. I mean, in my opinion, I think Dorian's a great option to be behind Lars. I think that's smart. Will Bill says I have a dodge team with Isaac and I'm weak to magic. Now I'm even weaker. Okay, so I'm hearing you. To me, it sounds like the key hero that you're going to be looking at is going to be the hero Rufus. We'll start though with kind of having that team in there. So we'll have just a regular twins team. We're not going to make it overpowered, right? Obviously, we know there's going to be some changes, right? We'll put in maybe something like this. We're going to ignore the pet patronage for right this second on that. We're just putting an example in. So the whole point is really focusing on the heroes, less on the pets. So let's say you have a dodge-based team. We're probably looking at something like Aurora, right? Most likely Yasmin. And Yasmin's very susceptible to a twin team. So this can be problematic. So, but if you have, maybe Nebula, Dante, maybe Qingmao, let me know your team. This could also help a little bit further me cater to your needs. So, Will Bill, what kind of team do you have currently so that I can kind of build it so we can kind of tinker with it maybe a little bit, if you don't mind. Yes, thank you, Wally. Rise up that like button. Yes, thank you guys. Much appreciated. Francis says, will Dorian's aura reach enough heroes all the way back? It'll reach Lars for sure, and depending on the opponent, that is another key. So my key to beating the twins is really two things now that we don't have Isaac. So there's a couple of alternatives. I know you have a dodge team that can make things more difficult. I don't know which one you have. So usually you have some combination of these heroes. If you have Yasmin, it's not the worst thing, but it's going to be very difficult to build a team around Yasmin to beat this squad. So really, the two heroes I see as being key. Obviously, if you're a dodge player, I would recommend Dante, great attacker. But on the side, Dorian is one of my favorite heroes to counter these twins because Dorian gets moved around and that allows for healing for a broad area of teammates, which we'll see shortly here. We're going to put Dante in. I also like Rufus. Now, I don't know if this team by itself probably will not hold and be enough. Another hero, though, I think that's key or could be is Satori to slaying these guys. Satori builds up a lot of damage. I'm going to put in Martha here just to further protect, but this is kind of a couple of heroes that I think would be really, really good when put with other heroes. So I just kind of combine them all into one team, so it's kind of a mishmash. But if you're a dodge player, I'm hoping you have Dante available. If you don't have Dante available, we can work with Qingmao as well if you have Qingmao available. If you don't, then there's going to be some other considerations here. So normally with this kind of a team, I still like Rufus, Dorian, and Dante, but I would probably sub out Satori and Martha for a magic attack team focus, right? Whereas right now, Dante is a physical attacker, so you want physical attack, and that is also kind of why you have Rufus there. So here you can see that Dante's it's been taken out, but that's okay. You can see that, look at the way the line is now stacked. Everyone is literally right next to Dorian and right here. So as long as no one moves, really, they're basically going to be healing every single time because they're right next to the vampirism. It's in this lower left-hand corner right here. Lars is obviously dealing a ton of damage, so everyone's going down. But I think if you protect a team in a certain way, you could do it. So that's enough of this, but I just want to kind of show you how Dorian operates when they get moved around. I think Satori is another possibility. So let's start with the combination of Rufus. Let's go Rufus. If you're a dodge user, you might be using Aurora as a tank. So we'll double up with Aurora here. Aurora, Rufus, Qingmao, Nebula, and maybe you have someone like Martha. Maybe we'll see how this plays out. I haven't really tested this too much, but okay. So Will Bill has Aurora, Nvar, Dante, Celeste, Nebula. Okay, we will check that out in a sec and try to build some stuff up. Hey, Vitamin, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Dragon Paralyzer says, the only positive I see about Chorus is that he's patronage to Judge. Yeah, you could use him for Judge for sure. But I do see it kind of being problematic in the long run. But we'll see with other pets and other things coming into play later on. Just because temporarily I would say it's a bad thing for sure. But we will see how things all end up. Oh, Negro, Good day to you and all in chat. Yes, absolutely. My energy is doing well. Here it looks like Lars is just being problematic. I'm not liking this right now. Rufus is obviously holding his own and sticking in there. I really think Rufus with Dorian will work. But man, I will say this is definitely a tough lineup, especially since the Twins got revamped with these extra skins, in my opinion, slightly unnecessarily. But yeah, so far this testing is not looking super positive for Dodge-related heroes. But let's test out your team first before we start going crazy. We got Aurora and Vari. Good control hero there. And Vari. Dante. Right? I didn't miss that. Yeah, Dante, Celeste, and Nebula. So Nebula in the back line is always very, very interesting. Not a normal choice I would make, but I don't think it's the worst thing either. Let's see. Celeste, Nebula. Did I miss something? I missed something. Dante. Oh, of course. Of course. Alright, let's see how that plays out. Oh, my backpack is heavy. Sorry, I gotta look for one thing here because I saw something interesting in the chat that I'm looking for now. Let's go here. So I mean, the team on its face is not doing that poorly. I mean, obviously, you know, when Lars and Crystal work together, they take out Celeste and Nebula there pretty quickly, and then everyone else kind of falls after. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tough. I know all of those heroes in that team, right? We're looking at Astaroth included, all have bonus stats right now. I mean, they really do. So we'll try to figure this out a little bit more, but I do think Rufus is going to be a key component in looking closer at this, Will Bill. We're not going to probably find the solution right away until Chorus actually gets implemented, so we can really see how this perfectly plays out, but we can kind of simulate a little bit and try to predict what might be useful. I think obviously Rufus, as we hit on the head early, is going to be very, very huge, but we'll keep working with it in a second here. Hold on. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything out in the comments before I keep going here. New skins in Hero Wars look like the hats in the Naruto show. Shippuden that Itachi and Kisame had in the Akatsuki. Yeah, I mean, I really like... yeah, I definitely thought the Akatsuki... Okay, sorry, this is slightly nerdy and anime related, so if you're not keeping up with what's going on, we're talking slightly about anime. There's an anime called Naruto. It's pretty popular. It ended recently. I say recently, maybe a year or two ago. Anyway... Pretty popular thing. There's this evil group. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who wants to watch it, or you know, maybe I'll make a YouTube channel on it eventually. But anyway, yeah. So the Akatsuki are an evil entity, and basically, I'm a big fan of them. I think they're kind of cool. So I actually have a ring. I don't know if you can see this. I'll take it off. I have a ring that has a cloud on it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but basically. It is the cloud of the Akatsuki. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. I like it. Anyway, yeah, so I agree, though. The hats do remind me of that. Sorry. And just so you know what we're talking about this style hat right here. I wonder if I can pull it up without getting in trouble. Let's see. Kisame. Well, let's go with Hitachi. I feel like that's just an easier one. Hitachi hat. Yeah, so here you can kind of see, right? It's a very similar hat style, right? So from different from the show, right? So if you can look at these hats and you look at the one that Car's wearing, it's very, very similar, right? That's all we're kind of getting at. I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, so that is an interesting side note there. If you haven't seen it, it's not bad. Shouldn't have an issue with Chorus since only Aurora and Nvar have a few stuns. If we're going to 3 teams for crossover in the fall, Chorus will fill the need for another Sebastian type to counter status effects. Yep. Will Bill says Aurora, Ollie, and Mara, Dante, Kane. Okay, so we have the specific pets that you use, which you can look at. I mean, I don't think you'll make that much of a difference in the long run because these pets are not correct either, but we can look at it. We can absolutely look at Aurora, Nebula, Celeste, Dante, and Aurora. All right, there's Aurora, and we have Dante up here. Okay, so you have Oliver on that, Mara on Dante. Are you sure you have... Oh, and Nvar on Mara. Gotcha. This one with Fenris, probably. Oh, Kane. Oh, is that not... Kane, okay. We got Axel with Nebula. And I'm assuming Nebula and Axel. Wait, so you're saying Aurora doesn't have anyone? Is that... Am I misunderstanding? You're saying Biscuit here? Alright, I'm not 100% sure what you're saying with the lines. Maybe I got something mixed up here. Aurora... Okay, Oliver and Nvari. Let's see. Oliver and Nvari. Mara and Dante. I don't think that's an option. Let's go with Fenris. Axel, and then you have Kane? That would make sense. Anyway, Dragon Pro says, I feel the Nvari is underrated hero, so versatile tank support can be damage heavy tank sometimes. I do like Nvari a lot. I think he's underrated, but I think it's going to be problematic when we're looking at this twin setup. I almost feel like Isaac might still be relevant early on, but he'll be gone very quick in the fight, so which is one of my concerns. So I want to see, let's just see how this plays out. I almost want to take off pets entirely for the purpose of testing how this goes initially. But we'll see. I mean, I think Celeste having such low health early is not good, and Dante's not being healed up very quick right now. Nebula's doing a good job, but it's just like there's not enough time for them to get their big hits out before Lars and the twins just, well, the twins just counter. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough matchup to find. Let's see. I'm just going to try to find one that works. So first we're going to start with Rufus. Rufus. Who do I want to go with Rufus? I think I kind of want to go Marcus, actually, which is weird. But I want to see how that plays out. Marcus. Ooh, wait, Alvanar is usually pretty good against magic attackers as well. Is this where we go Blessed? Blessed lineup? With... Maybe we go Blessed lineup. Right? Let's see. I don't know. I don't really like Tristan there. Let's see if we like Galahad here. And maybe we go Healer. I don't love the idea of Thea there because she's going to get taken out quick. But let's see how this goes to start. Also, someone said engineers. We should probably look at that more seriously in a second here. Alright, hold on. I've been slow on some of these comments. Going, yep, okay, we did that. Voted for the Japanese delinquent look. The ones like from River City Ransom games. Ooh. Those are some throwback games. I like that. I didn't set the pets correctly. Yes, I'm aware. I feel like Nvar is underrated hero, so versatile, tank, support, can be damage heavy. I like Nvar a lot. I just think he's going to be tough against the twins necessarily currently. Yeah, I was hoping Cornelius would deal a little more damage to Krista here, but she's pretty well protected. Man, these twins are definitely tough. I mean, even without Chorus coming in, they're tough. So, I'm trying to think. Isaac was clearly the obvious answer here. But let's see how this goes. I kind of like Galahad. Galahad's staying on the field quite long, all things said. Really, I mean, the big problem is, I mean, they just seem to heal so fast. Maybe part of my mistake was putting in this Dorian too early. I think Dorian's, I mean, that's the team I use on mobile, and it dominates. So we'll see what happens here. Let's go twins. Let's just go regular twins. No Nebula. Maybe just Martha here. And guess we have to go Nebula. Don't love that. Alright, we'll go Nebula for now. But I will say, like, this is a very tough team to contend with. So I understand the concern. Some teams I've seen used on mobile, and we'll see if that even applies, would be something like this with the Kira, Dorian. Where's Dorian? And I mean, I personally don't like using Dorian. I mean, as an attacker, I don't like attacking teams with Dorian. He's just problematic. But let's see if Dorian was really just keeping those guys too healthy. Maybe that was the issue. Let's see. Okay, we got Krista. I'm looking for... Oh, we don't have him yet, do we? Is that the problem? Hold on, I'm trying to see if on mobile... Fafner's not yet available. Oof, that is kind of tough. I was hoping to use Fafner here. But I guess he's not available. I forgot about that. Don't have him on Facebook and web right now. Wow. I don't like that. All right, we're going to go with Rufus. We'll see how this goes, but I really like Fafner because Fafner boosts abilities, and for something like the Twins right now, it looks like we need a boost for physical attackers, and so Fafner would do that for us. So I think to counter this chorus exchange, I mean, look at that. Kira's already down. To basically rectify this situation, you almost need some kind of boost. So, you know, Fafner, I think, would be a perfect addition as a hero shortly after this this onslaught that we're going to be getting with Chorus. That's going to be problematic. I agree. It's looking kind of bad right now. If other people have suggestions on teams, more than happy to try testing them out. But yeah, this is looking a little scary right now. I'm going to try using Satori. Obviously, we can throw Isaac in. He'll survive, but he's not going to survive that long with Chorus. I mean, we'll see how that plays out, but I'm not too optimistic on that right now. I'm going to go Nebula. Maybe go Sebastian. Sebastian might help. Nullify some of the watermarks dropped by Krista, lowering the attack by Lars. Let's see. Chava, Sebastian. Now our big problem is going to be we don't have any healing with this team. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of other things here. Nothing wrong with getting nerdy with some anime talk. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. Incognito says, after the Raven is released, I think we will look and find that we are overreacting about it. I hope that's the case, Incognito. I hope so. Hope you're right. Will Bill says, now I like even more, Jay. You are a Naruto fan like me. Absolutely. I love a lot of those, you know, anime-related things. I'm a big three guy. So the big three, if you're not familiar, were Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. One Piece is still ongoing. I actually really like One Piece. I think of the three, it's currently my favorite, although... If you've been keeping up, this Wano arc, the way it ended was a little weird. But I think that might have been done on purpose, but we'll see anyway. I also just watched Cowboy Bebop for the first time. If anyone's seen that, kind of a little bit depressing, but it wasn't bad. I liked it. Sorry, that's kind of neither here nor there. Consider engineers for Magic teams. Isaac, Tank, Dorian, Seb. All right, let's check this out. So Mr. Big has a suggestion with checking out the engineers. Let's check out the engineers. Let's do it. Okay, so we've got Isaac, right? But here's the thing: we can't take for granted that Chorus will be in effect. Isaac won't be surviving the whole time, so it'll look good in the start. But we'll see how this goes. So Isaac, tank, Dorian and Seb. Where's Dorian? Dorian and Seb, engineers. So we're looking at probably Ginger, right? Ginger's like, I think, the main engineer. And like Fox. But like, is that who we're wanting to use? Engineer-wise? I'm not even sure. Is that who we want? Alright, I mean, we'll test it out. I mean, obviously, I think it's going to win right now pretty easily with Isaac. Because Isaac is not going to be essentially nerfed with Chorus. But we can see how it plays out, and we can see the difference, right? I guess this is a good preview of how this was pre-chorus and post-chorus, right? So we'll see how this plays out. But let's take a look. So able to get rid of Astaroth quick, which is good. Now the problem is going to be these other guys, and ooh, Ginger did some big hits there. Wow. Okay, so it's very doable with that team. Let's see how this plays out against this team, because I did get rid of Dorian on it to make it an easier target, and I think it'll still hypothetically win with Isaac staying on the battlefield the entire time. When he's not on the battlefield the whole time, it's a little bit more tricky, but let's see. Maybe the engineers are not a bad solution. I think it might work. Although again, that creates more work for me in terms of creating a team. But let's see. All right, so we're missing. Are we missing Dorian? All right, let's see. Tanya loves Naruto and Boruto. I haven't actually seen Boruto. I thought Naruto was such a classic that I've never really gotten into Boruto. I don't know. I just needed a little bit of time away from the whole world of Naruto after just experiencing all that was Naruto. There's a lot to take in there. So, you've got a lot of people say One Piece is super long, but actually Naruto is just as long as One Piece, if not longer with Boruto now coming out. If you consider you have Naruto, and then you have Naruto Shippuden, which is like the time skip, right? It's synonymous. It's pretty long. It's like the same length as One Piece. So I always think it's interesting. A lot of people think One Piece is too long. It's just as long as Naruto. Just saying. Let's see. Seems like the new pet from the undead. They are weak to control heroes like Jorgen and Seb. Does not synergize well. Yes, okay. I agree with that. Tanya says Boruto is a big time crybaby. I haven't seen it, so I mean I believe you. But then again, Naruto in the beginning, right? He wasn't really the most. He wasn't as composed as he is now, right? It took him some development. He wasn't the same, I would say, once he went with Jiraiya. So before that, he wasn't quite the manliest man of all the characters there. So Owen Arrow says Raven was released after speaking the words Azareth, Metreon, Zenthos. I mean, who knows? Those could be potential Dark Titan names. Who knows? Dragon says, does Satori have Chorus's patronage? If so, I think I can make something to make him useful. Let's double check. We can always find it. I know there's a video up on YouTube. If we go to Hero Wars page, YouTube. Come on now. YouTube, we go to Hero Wars. Hero Wars Chorus gameplay trailer. I believe it was somewhere around, here we go, here's patronage area. Sorry, I know that's really small. I can't even, alright, so it does have Satori, Celeste, Judge, Faceless, Helios, Dorian, or no, not Dorian, that is Kai, excuse me, Krista, Lars, Phobos, Lilith, Leanne, Peppy, Orion, and Mojo. So those are the 14. I should probably write that down too, actually. But yeah, so Satori, Celeste, Judge, Faceless, which is an interesting choice to have it on, Helios, Kai, Krista, Lars, Phobos, Lilith, Leanne, Mojo, Orion, and Peppy. So there you go. There's you can definitely do Satori. So I think that is interesting for sure. Hopefully that didn't just kill my page, but we'll refresh it. Wally has a suggestion. We'll check that team out. Absolutely. We're not going to go team pet though, because I think we're just going to stay away from team pets for right this second. I didn't have any attached to the opposing team, and I didn't even structure the pets on the opposing team. So we're not going to go too crazy with that. But yes, we'll look at that. Which pet is the best for Nvari? Is Mara's magic defense boosted stun better than other patronage stats and abilities? We'll take a deeper dive into that. I don't know what just happened here. YouTube slowing everything down. All right, so we're refreshing here. Hey Emard, nice to have you here on this Sunday. Welcome, welcome. And you were actually a winner the other day, I think. I don't know if you got my message, but if you did and responded, I'll look at that a little bit later. Absolutely, you were a Facebook winner yesterday. Wheels are now turning. Try this. Yeah, we'll try that out, Will. We will first try Wally's team, though, and then we'll get over there. So let's see how this plays out. We're going to try Aurora with Oliver. Aurora, where are you, bud? There she is. Oliver and Nvari with Mara. Where's Nvari? Nvari. There he is. Nvari with Mara. Dante with Kane. That's Fenris, not Kane. Celeste and Nebula. So Celeste and Nebula will not have a pet because only Kane is patronageable. So we're going to ignore the Axel for now because we don't have a team pet on either team. So we're going to keep it going and see how this plays out. I will say, I think Nvari is due for another skin pretty soon. Well, I say soon, but I think he's due for another skin. I'll put it that way. So it's not bad. We're just not dealing much damage right now. I mean, it's holding its own. It's just, it's not doing enough damage. It's looking like either, you know, I don't think we're going to be able to win. I think we might be able to stall maybe, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Let's see. Yeah, so those droplet marks just after time accumulate to be a little bit too much there. So we'll speed it up a little bit here, but I think that's a tough one. It's a tough one. So which pet is the best for Nvari? Let's take a look at Nvari really quick. I think Nvari has a couple of different options actually, but let's see. Nvari, I don't like using Fenris because Fenris is a physical attacker. On defense, this might not be the worst thing if you're looking for an offensive defense. But I do think usually Oliver is the best choice because most times, right, armor is defending against physical attackers. And 90% of the time, give or take, you're probably fighting someone who has Kark. That's why you're using Nvari. So Kark is a physical attack dealer. Armor protects against that, and you get more health. So Oliver is probably the best choice 90% of the time. Other times, you know, if you're facing a magic attacker, maybe Mara is a better choice here to stay on the field and alive, magic attack and defense, although the magic attack won't do anything for you. So that I think makes it a little bit more difficult and tricky to use Mara. Fenris is not bad, but it doesn't add you any defense, only offense, and Nvari is not known to be the most offensive built character. So I think that can make things more difficult. So I think Oliver generally is the best pet option on Nvari right now. Try this, Jay. Corvus, Morgan. So we're doing an undead squad, it looks like. So we will find Corvus and Morgan. I think another option might be to use Iris in the future. I just don't know how to pair her yet. Let's see. Corvus, Morgan, Arachne, Phobos, Dorian. Dorian, Arachne. I think we want magic attack and armor, right? Okay, now I'm confused. Is Arachne magic attack or physical attack? I think it's physical attack. Alright, we'll leave it for now, but I'm not sure. Okay, that makes sense. Fine. Okay, fine. Let's see how this plays out. It will help his magic attack and armor, but still maybe some issues. Are the fires going to keep on burning? Add Jorgen, Emart says. We'll look into that a little bit. I definitely, one of my concerns though is obviously they can still put in Sebastian if they so desire. But this is like a weaker version of that team. You have 1 to 2 lines for Satori, of course, is his patron. Nice. Tanya says, what about this team? We'll check it out. And it has Iris in it, so I like it already. Hold, I might have a team. All right. What is the pets on twins? I will have to look because I just kind of selected them randomly. But this is looking not as bad as I thought. Phobos is not terrible, but I am worried, obviously. He's a control type, which has me a little bit worried in terms of chorus. But we'll see how this plays out. Let's see. So Chris has gotten taken down. Nebula's down. But this stun is definitely something that's going to be problematic. Let's see. See, now Chorus should hypothetically take out one of the heroes by now. That hyper jump, love to see it. Alright, so this team's doing alright. I mean, one of my worries is the stun's not going to last this long normally. And with Chorus, he'll be attacking more frequently, but it seems to be working so far. Now the question is, can we take down the healing in 15 seconds? And it's not looking great. So we get a timeout. It's not a bad one, but it's optimistic, but it's a timeout. The pets on the twins as it stands. Let's see. Info. Mara on Lars. Merlin on Krista. Kane, Oliver, and Axel. That's what I currently have. It's a really old school Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, there you go. No, so Negro, I actually watched the older one. I think it's on Netflix, I want to say. Let's see. So it was, yeah, it's this one. This animated version is what I saw. I saw this one with, yeah, this one right here. So I think that's the right one, right? This is the original one. I know they made like a remake, but I'm pretty sure like this is the one that I saw with Spike, Faye, Spike, Faye, and these guys here. So I'm pretty sure I saw the right one. I feel like there was a little bit more of the story left that I didn't get to see, but I don't know. Yeah, I did not see this version of it. I saw this one over here with like Ed. Yeah, that's freaky. I definitely thought Ed was a girl at first. Not gonna lie. Animes do that though. They trick you with the gender. Good show, Cowboy. Yeah, I agree. Dragon Paralyzed says Amir and Satori overwhelms Isaac, so he dies before he ults. Still, Sebastian remains a problem. Yoko Kano is the female Japanese version of Prince. The artist formerly known as that is in respect that she composes, writes, and plays all the instruments for the music made for Cowboy Bebop. There was some good music in Cowboy Bebop, I will say. It was very unique. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Hey, Calnap, nice to have you here. Why do devs hate stuns of Luther and Nvari? I think everyone hates stuns, generally speaking, because it slows everything down. But I think it's going to be, I don't know. I'm not sure what this desire to promote the twins, it seems, specifically, right now is. It's crazy. Not sure. Oh, Negro says Raven from Teen Titans Excuse my nerd out session activation. Hey, I love Raven from I thought Teen Titans honestly was one of the funnest kids shows that in existence. I was watching it even when I was not a kid. Teen Titans Go specifically. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot there. Teen Titans, Raven's great. I mean, I think Starfire's pretty funny too in her own way. Robin's pretty out there. They're all funny. I love all of them. Cyborg, great. I mean, you can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Yeah, no problem, Emord. I will look at that a little bit later. I apologize. I should have looked at it last night. Fell asleep. But we will get you your reward, absolutely. No, Jay, that will build team. I just restated it. Oh, gotcha. Okay, sorry about that. As for Nvar, it depends on his role within the team. If Nvar is a support for tank, Fenris is okay. If Nvar is used as a tank, Oliver is a must. Against the majority of twin teams, Corvus wins with Corvus, Morgan, Maya, Phobos, Celeste, or Sebastian, or Isaac. The remake was live action, yes. That is a throwback original old school Cowboy Bebop. Hope you watched it subtitled as well. Yeah, I actually watched it both, I think. Because I watched it in English and I watched it subtitled. Because I wanted to make sure that I was understanding things correctly. So I actually saw it twice, technically. But yes, I did watch it. I watched it first subtitled, then I watched it in the English version. But I definitely prefer subtitled generally, like 90% of the time. I will say it just depends. I think maybe I'm weird, but I think the subtitled versions, like the voices seem to make more sense. In the US, I don't know what it is that they do with the like voices. I mean, even with like Ash, right? It's a girl voice for Ash, which I understand, but the voices kind of get a little annoying sometimes. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just me. Maybe my hearing's a little off. I'm not saying the voice actors aren't good, but it doesn't sit right for me when I'm like watching the character. I'm like, it shouldn't sound like that. I don't know. Crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's try that team out though, Calnap. Let's see what happens. I mean, obviously with Isaac right now, because Isaac is not going to be nerfed at all without Chorus being officially available. Let's see how that plays out. So we're going to try Corvus and Morgan. Again. Maya and Phobos. Maya. The plant. Oop, I thought I clicked on her. Didn't. So we got it. Phobos. And we'll try with Sebastian first, just to avoid using Isaac. But let's see how this goes. A lot of different options. Owen Negro says the remake was live action. Yes, that is a throwback. Yep, okay, perfect. Plus, it's got a movie or two that is out. That's interesting. The new show is outstanding on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, so something to consider. And also, wow, look at that. That really did take down Krista really fast, which is huge. I like this. Okay, so maybe this is the team to look at. I'm going to write it down. We go undead, so we go Corvus. Corvus, let's look at the stats on that guy. Corvus, Morgan, Phobos, Sebastian, and Maya. That squad did very well. Let's see how it does against this one up here. And see if that still holds the same result. I'm hoping. Corvus, Morgan, Phobos, Sebastian. This last, but let's find Maya first. Maya. Maya and Sebastian. Boom. Let's see how that plays out. Seems like they were trying too hard and was going extra campy. I do appreciate that they made a live version, so I'm not going to criticize that aspect. I'll have to check that out. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll check it out. Ed is actually a girl in that show. There's a trap situation going on in that show. Ed is a little girl. She even confirms it. Her father confirms it. In the movie, it is confirmed. Yeah, no, she definitely is. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Ed is an enigma. So, she's got some personality. Chorus seems like the best pet for the undead. They are weak to control heroes like Jorgen, and Sebastian is not. Synergize well. I agree, Will Bill. I wanted to build a stun team with Amira. Not sure about that now. Yeah, I mean, look, you can still build your stun teams. You just can't build it with, well, you got to hope that, I guess, essentially you're not building it against the team that is the chorus team, especially if we have these extra game modes that have more than one team. It makes it increasingly complicated. Right, yeah, I agree. Tanya loves all the shows on Adult Swim. I will say I'm a sucker for Adult Swim. I think a lot of them are really good as well. Owen Eggers says Goku's original voice actor for Dragon Ball Z series was a female, and she was great at nailing it too. There you go. My Hero Academia. Wow, that is a very good anime. Can't even complain. I love that one. I don't know. I don't think they've come out with a new season yet, but that's a tearjerker. That's a tearjerker. One Punch Man. I haven't seen all of One Punch Man. I only saw season 1, I think, because it was available. And then after that, I never saw the rest of them, so I need to get caught up. Hunter x Hunter. That's a classic. The Hero Killer. I haven't seen that one. Dragon Ball Z and GT. Attack on Titan. That's a good one. I think Attack on Titan's a great anime starter for anyone who's not into anime. If you want to check that out. Fire Force. Haven't seen that one yet either. Heard good things though. Assassination Classroom. Read the manga. Have not yet seen the anime. And Konyu says, I'm still going to work on Nvar though. A lot of carks on my browser. I have to fight the battles in front of me. Yeah, I mean, eventually we're going to want them all maxed out anyway. But I will say in the temporary, it's a little bit annoying. There must be a gift challenge, or not gift challenge, but a requirement to do so with champion season. So let's take a look. Oh, we did do that. Level up armor. Can we get to 48? I don't know. It's a tall task. Looks like no, but 47's good. Start. Let's see what else can we do. So what we needed armor. Who has low armor? Defense currently. Oh yes, we can definitely get you up to level 17. No problem. Krista, who I'll be working with in the future to power up. Make purchases in the shop. Fine. We'll leave those. Alright, so let's make sure we do some of these before we have our winners. Let's see, Soul Shop. I'm trying to think. There's a couple other good animes that I really enjoyed as well. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Demon Slayer, pretty good. I like that one. I've also seen some like emotional ones. Like I think, what is it, like Your Lie in April or My Lie in April? I don't know. That one's a tearjerker too. Like I don't know how I ended up watching that one, but it like came on and I was like, oh, I'll watch it. It wasn't bad. Real tearjerker. But yeah, so there's a couple that I think are really good. It's a whole new world. I think it's interesting because a lot of people don't like anime, or the people who don't like anime seem to think it's more of like a kids show kind of a deal. But I think there's a lot more of like adult lessons to be learned, essentially, and helps you kind of pick out different things. People always have different views of it. So I think I have yet to see someone who actually really like seriously got into an anime and ended up not liking it. So I will say that. I feel like a lot of people who don't like it haven't given it a fair chance. Hot take, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. I'd recommend you have Arachne in the second slot because position behind Nvar is very important. Third season of Lower Decks out on the 25th. Star Trek. Can't go wrong there, Gary. Star Trek, also a throwback. Some people really like it. Some people are not as into it. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like most people would like it, though. It's very similar, I think, to, in my opinion, it's like an older version of Star Wars. It's different, obviously, but like that's the easiest way to like water it down to someone who doesn't know what's going on there. I'm surprised at Justin naming out the Shonen Jump Big 3 that Tanya H. nor anyone else has called out. Gintama, as well as an anime series that is long-running as well. Fair enough. That is, I haven't seen that one. I've seen trailers and everything. I haven't seen it. So that's probably also why, though. It's also not been as far pushed. I feel like that one, like, it's been a little bit longer, so it hasn't been out as much. Because that was also, like, the timing of, like, Inuyasha, right? Inuyasha, right? Inuyasha. Because then that also reminds me of like Gundam. Like that's the kind of like time generation I'm thinking. I mean, this also reminds me of like Sailor Moon. I don't know. There's a lot that goes back in that time period. But yeah, anyway, a lot of good stuff there. So we have now officially checked out the shop decently. Let's do the Outland classic openings here. I almost always prefer now, and this is going to sound dumb, but I really prefer these Outland coins because I get more Outland coins 100 versus just 50 skin stones. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want the 50 skin stones. I want the Outland coins so I can buy more items to complete my heroes. That is where I'm at. Because I think, I mean, so many of these items are so much more difficult to farm. We want that. The Egret of Nocturnal Cicadas. We're going to also claim the Chronicles here and do that. So claimed. Can't do anything more there. Time of the Fearless. And next week we're getting that chorus event. So we got to start looking at some things that we'll be saving for that. I'm going to look into it a little bit and see if I can make a video in time. Hopefully. We're going to do our tower run really, really fast. Then we will hop over to our picker wheel and we're going to have 4 winners again, right? So we're going to have 2 for Facebook, 2 for web for Sunday to compensate for last week. So that is the plan. Dragon Peddler says, I like to go versus Corvus because Judge wrecks his tower like it's never been there. Well, we'll see how things play out. I think Chorus is going to be a slight game changer, slight earthquake, if we will, on the landscape on how things have worked. Ooh. Ooh, nice, Tanya. So did you already get it? Did you already get it? I'm curious. Yes, they do give you the feel zone, Negro. That is very true. As we slice up this dungeon here, and hopefully, I know some people have probably recently hit level 130. Congratulations to you guys. I tell you what, I say this every time because I still think it's very, very true. Is like just getting to do this dungeon without having to battle my entire existence up it, such a time saver. I really wish they could do some more stuff like that for even like the dungeon. Like the dungeon is not a fast thing. I don't know. There's some things that I think time-wise would definitely be saved and would help the players. So I mean, there's gonna be a couple things that I think I'm going to have to bring up. One is like just, do we really need as much time spent in the tower? And how much time is this extra game mode for battles going to end up taking, especially during the weekdays? Weekdays are just tough. I mean, I think if you had like the battles on the weekends, like it's still kind of annoying, but like I would say like maybe that's more doable, but like I don't know, it just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot right now. You're up to level 45 on your golden ticket. Let's see where you're at. That's pretty impressive. 45. Because I think, let's see, 45. We are slacking. We're at 30 something. We're like basically at 30. 45. So you're right here, which is pretty nice. You've got 20 days to get to 50. Nice. 50 is a good reward there. Got some energy recovery. Red equipment chest, and 70 is gifted dominion. This is what you want. So you're right on track. You're right there day to day. So keep it up, Tanya. That's some good work right there that you are crushing it. Champions Season 2. Yeah, there you go. Can't go wrong. I love it. You guys are killing it. And I love these talks here. Wally says my 3rd account is at level 125, so I'll be there soon. Wow, look at you grinding, Wally. My guy Wally does not sleep in Hero Wars and loves playing multiple 3rd accounts. You're the guy. You're the guy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up our picker wheel here while we get close to getting things out. Oh, there's Inuyasha has a new series that follows the offspring. It follows the daughters of everyone, and it is so badass. You should check it out. Might have to. There's a lot to do. I mean, there's a lot to check out. Definitely. All right, so we've got our stuff open here. All right, so we've got 2 Facebook winners for Sunday, which is today, And we're going to have 2 web winners. So I'm going to make sure I'm ready here to write down the results. Let's see. All right, Facebook and web Sunday. All right, so Facebook winner number 1. Let's see who it is. Good luck to everybody who has entered. Let's take a look. So the winner is Bente. Bente is our first Facebook winner. Congratulations. We also have a second one, so good luck again. Rantop, nice to have you here, hopping on. Love that. All right, Bente can't win twice. That's not happening on the same day at least. So we're gonna have another one. That's scratched. Let's see. I mean, I guess the wheel just really wanted him to win. So anyway, he already is listed as a winner. Let's see. So the second one is, and I can't pronounce this, but I believe this is I think it's an R, but anyway, congratulations, you are our winner. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I think I'm going to, well, yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Let's see. Pronounce. I wonder if Google Translate has it. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm just wanting to see how this works out. So, Sale is our lucky winner. I'm just going to go with that, right? Let's see. Can we hear that? I couldn't hear that. Parus is our second winner. I'm just going to go with Sale, aka Sale. Sale, you are our lucky winner here. I'll be messaging you shortly after the live stream on the Facebook, Discord. On Discord. I'll message you on Discord. Sorry there. All right. We also have our web winners. So here we go. We've got 2 web winners coming out. Let's see. Open list. Sunday's web. Boom. All right. 2 winners here as well. Calnep says that's Paris. Yes, there you go. All right. So our first winner is Guzil. Congratulations, Guzil. You are our 3rd winner of the day, and we've got 1 more. So don't go anywhere. Our last winner. Let's see who it is for today. Don't forget, we're still using this list for next week as well. Gopher is our 4th winner. Congratulations. I'll be reaching out to all the winners shortly after the stream on Discord. So there we go. Yes, I will add you on there. Yep, absolutely. We will copy and paste. Can you let me know if you're on Facebook or on web? And I'll add you to both for now. Then you let me know and I'll adjust it. So we'll just save this for now on web. And we will save it for Facebook as well. Add you there. And you let me know. Well, looks like we got you on Facebook. Is that right? Open file. Sunday's Facebook. You're there. Open file. Sunday's web. And we got you on both now. So you are on both. You let me know which one, if you're on both or if just one. But anyway, yes, congratulations to the winners. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on stream. We got to kind of test out and kind of see maybe some potential issues that we're going to be having with the twins, and obviously some ways that we might have to work to kind of tweak and counter and adjust with Chorus coming back. Thanks to him being summoned. Dang it. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream. We will be live again next weekend. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on this stream. And I look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon in Dominion. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend.